What is up everyone? Marches here in the studio. Today I'll be doing a comparison video between the Jordan 32 and the Jordan 33. A lot of you have been asking this because I know there's a lot of on-sale Jordan 32s that are out now. So I know you might be asking if it's worth buying the new Jordan 33 compared to the Jordan 32. So before we do the comparison, just a gentle reminder, the raffle is still ongoing. And if you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button, ring that bell, and like the video afterwards. Now let's compare the Jordan 33 and the Jordan 32. So if you want a more detailed, full performance review on both shoes, more on the performance side of the shoe, I would put the link up here. You can watch it. Right now, we'll be discussing the main difference on both shoes. So let's start off with the upper. This is the major difference that can be found in both shoes. 32 use a very premium Flyknit material for the upper, while the Jordan 33 uses engineered mesh. I heard a lot of complaints in the beginning for this because they thought it was a downgrade from the 32s. The Jordan used mesh instead of the Flyknit. But for me personally, I'm not mad that they use the engineered mesh because in the performance side of things, there's a lot of advantages in the engineered mesh. First of all, it's thinner, so it's more breathable. Second, because it's thin, so it's lighter. A gripe I had with the Jordan 32 is it felt heavier. Comparing the two shoes, right now the Jordan 33 is lighter than the Jordan 32. I think it's one of the reasons why Jordan made it mesh, to make the shoe lighter. And especially on the 32s because of that huge ass heel counter, because of the design. The shoes was very clunky, so it's a bit heavy on the heel part of the shoe, especially on the mid-cut. The low-cut, not so much because they made it smaller. So for the mid-cut, it's really heavy. I had the Rosa Corsa colorway, which is the all red, so it's really thick on the heel. You can feel the weight after several hours of playing. Just a little gripe on the 32, so if you want a lighter shoe, go with the 33s. But what's nice about the Flyknit of the 32s is it kinda hugs you tight. It's like a blanket. It hugs you well when you break it in. Conforms to your foot. While the Jordan 33, it uses mesh. And I think one of the reasons why they use mesh also is because they use the new system found in the Jordan 33s, which is the fast fit system. Because I think if you use Flyknit, you cannot crank it up that much. And if you really crank the fast fit, the Flyknit will dig on your foot, so it's gonna be painful. And your foot starts to sweat, your skin becomes more malleable and more sensitive. The knit will scratch off your foot. It's what I'm hypothesizing. I think that's why they use mesh instead of Flyknits. So my verdict for the uppers, so if you don't mind it to be hot, go ahead with the Flyknit. But if you don't mind the mesh and you don't find it cheap, Jordan 32 is the way. It's lighter. For the shape of the shoe, the Jordan 32 is a semi one booty upper with a slight thong, while the Jordan 33 is also one booty but uses the fast fit lacing system. So if you want to try a new lacing system, Jordan 33. But if you want a more traditional one, Jordan 32 is for you. Both shoes have excellent lace lockdown. Now let's touch on to the lateral and medial support on both shoes. I'm kind of leaning towards more on the Jordan 33 because I like the synthetic leather that comes up on the lateral forefoot part and also on the medial part. Also on the heel part, there's a leather there that hugs your foot really well when you lace up. While the Jordan 32, your support really comes from the Flyknit and you're kind of setting up the footbed, so the outsole is not hugging you that much. But there's a few area around the Jordan 32. Don't get me wrong, but I feel more secure on the Jordan 33. So if you want more lateral, medial, and heel support, go with the Jordan 33s. I think that's one of the upgrades that will be found on the Jordan 33. For the heel lockdown on both shoes, I think it's a tie. Yeah, both have excellent Achilles pillows, and once you lace up on both shoes, heel lockdown is very good. Heel lockdown is a tie on both shoes. As for the insole on both shoes, it's kind of similar. Very well cushioned. You can never go wrong with the insoles on Jordans. They usually use very nice insoles in both performance and lifestyle sneakers. Now let's touch up on the cushion system. Both shoes have the coupled zoom units, one in the forefoot and one on the heel. The main difference is on the heel. 33 uses a hex zoom pod. I think it's thicker compared to the 32s. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I know it's a little bit thicker. It's around a millimeter thicker. But the heel zoom on the 32s is wider. I prefer the zoom setup found in the 33s because first, it is unlocked, and the carrier found in the 33s is an injected Phylon, which is softer Phylon, gives you more impact protection. While on the 32s, the carrier is a lot stiffer. I felt more impact protection on the 33s comparing it with the 32s. So I'll favor the 33s on the cushion setup. 33 zoom pods on the forefoot is really bouncy and it's kind of protruding. Once you break it in, you can really feel the bounciness on the forefoot. But if you're not a fan of a protruding zoom air, if it disturbs you, Jordan 33 is not for you because you can see it protruding from the outsole. But the feeling, Jordan 33. Now let's move on to the outsole. So the outsole on the Jordan 33 for me is I think an improvement from the 32s. Right off the bat, I was gripping. The one concern that I had with the 32s is the traction is good, but it's not consistent. Because on some movements on the 32s, I would stop, but I would slide after stopping. That was the concern that I had with the 32s, which that's one of the reasons why I stopped using it. But I don't know if it's just for the colorways. So let me know for the people who have the 32s if that happened to you, because in my Rosa Corsa, that happened a lot. I was stopping, then sliding off a bit. So I don't like that feeling. I think one of my friends has the gum outsole and he told me he wasn't experiencing it. So I think it's the material that they use on the outsole. But for the 33s, the one I had, it has a clear outsole, pretty consistent. I was gripping and I didn't have the issue on the sliding on the forefoot, which a lot of YouTubers said that they were slipping first. I think it's because I have the Philippine version, the Asian version, which I think is a different batch manufactured compared to the batch release in the United States. It was released earlier there, so maybe they fixed it for me. I didn't experience that. The Jordan 32s picked up a bit more dust compared to the Jordan 33. So traction wise, Jordan 33s, and for outdoor use, I think both safe to play outdoors, but not too often, especially on the rough courts found here in Manila. So for rubberized indoor courts, both shoes are safe. Both shoes I went true to size. It runs a bit narrow, so watch out for wide footers. If you can try it out in store, try them out first. But for normal footers, true to size. As for the pricing, the Jordan 33 is 180 US or 9,800. As for the Jordan 32, some new colorways that are out now is still on the same price, but a lot of colorways have been released. Older colorways, they have been on sale, and the low cut version is cheaper comparing it to the mid cut. I would suggest if you have that budget or if you can wait a bit, a lot of improvement found in the Jordan 33s from the 32s, like the traction, greatly improved. It's more consistent. Cushioning, impact protection is better. Bounciness is more felt in the 33s. Of course, the Fat Fit system. It's a new system. I recommend you to try if you have the budget. Also, the support laterally. I like the support on the 33s. I hope I helped you guys out. So let me know what you think, or if you have any questions, leave me a comment down below. So this has been Mark Chess once again, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.